Greetings, YouTube friends. It's Joyce from Morris Patch of Heaven Homestead. Today I am sitting outside because it is gorgeous. It must be at least 75 degrees. We had a little bit of rain this morning. It was really cloudy and cold. We actually had a fire this morning because when we woke up it was like 40 degrees. And now I'm sitting outside and it's like almost 70 degrees or 75. But anyway, today I wanted to review a book for you. This is Cultured Food for Life. This book is absolutely an amazing source of information. If you have never fermented or cultured foods, you are missing out, and your gut is probably telling you, it's going crazy. In this day and age, with the foods that we are eating, our guts are just not healthy. We need to be feeding them probiotics. And buying probiotics in the store is something that you can do, but it's expensive and it's not always the best. But when you can put it into your food, you are doing your body a world of good. One of the things that we like to make a lot of is kombucha. During the summer, kombucha is like what we drink. In the winter, it's a little bit harder to make because our home does not stay real warm, so unless I put it near the wood stove, it takes a long time to come to culture and to get to the fizzy state that we like. But we have started fermenting a lot, especially now that we are going to be cooped up in the house a lot. It's winter time. It gives me time to get all the ferments going. I do it in the summer and spring as well, but winter I really concentrate on it a lot because we're going to be indoors a lot. So I did fermented ginger carrots. A friend of mine, Cher, gave me a recipe, and oh my word, we are over the top in love with ginger carrots. They are so delicious. And then I also always have sauerkraut. Always have sauerkraut in the fridge. And then we always have fermented onions. We love fermented onions with everything. We eat it with our eggs, which some are going, what? It is so good. The recommendation is to have a little bit of fermented foods with every meal. So if you're starting out breakfast, have a little bit of sauerkraut with your eggs, or a little bit of fermented onions, or whatever. You can do kefir. Kefir is a fermented like milk. It is delicious. It's almost like yogurt, but it's drinkable. And I make my own when I have milk available. At this point, our milkman, his cows are starting to dry up, and so therefore there's not a lot of milk available, so I'm not able to make yogurt or kefir. One of these days, our dream is once we get a bigger homestead, which we're still praying for. If you think about it, pray for us that the Lord would show us the piece of property that He would have for us. But until then, Morris Patch of Heaven Homestead is our little patch of heaven, is working and doing what we can do. But we can't have a milk cow here because on 3 acres, she would probably need every square inch of that to get the grass and stuff to be able to produce milk for us. But one day I would love to be able to do fermented cheese even, and doing the kefir and the yogurt again, and just being able to have milk available all the time, cottage cheese, different things like that. And ice cream would be, is at the top of the list there. But one day, but for now, it's okay because those things are available in the store. You can buy kefir, and you can also buy fermented cottage cheese, but this book is chock full of great recipes. Here is a kefir blue cheese. Oh my goodness. And you know what? It just seems like each and every one of these recipes is so delicious. Here's a love salad with some fermented olives and different dressings, and a fermented, I love to make fermented pico de gallo. Here is a fermented guacamole, a probiotic guacamole. And you can just put whey in there that is on top of your yogurt. You incorporate that into different dishes. Sourdough bread, which we love. If I don't make it, we buy it. And then of course here is root beer, kombucha root beer. Oh my goodness, the recipes in here are absolutely over the top. They are so delicious. And then here is, of course, a kefir cottage cheese. And these things, once you start tasting, um, or should I say getting a taste for ferments, you will love it. Your body like starts to crave it. Your gut starts to feel better. Sorry, Jedediah on the go-kart. And there goes Duchess. She does not like the sound of the go-kart. And then here's some hummus cups. Fermented hummus. Sorry about that. Let's see here. And then a kefir. Popeye's kefir made with spinach. And then you can do second ferments and veggie sandwiches and oh my goodness, sprouted pizza. There are so many amazing recipes in this book that I just wanted to share it with you. I've had it for years. Jean bought it for me a long time ago when I started getting interested in ferments. And it is just amazing. There's dips, there's appetizers, there's desserts. You would not believe the things that you can ferment. So I just thought, it's by Donna Schwenk, and it is not a very expensive book, but it's definitely one that you'll want to have if you're thinking about fermenting or thinking about gut health, because I know a lot of us have issues with our gut, and what better way than to make fermented foods and heal that gut? Because, going out and buying kombucha and buying probiotics can be expensive when you can do it in the comfort of your own home. So this is one of those books that you just don't want to be without. If you are serious about starting fermenting, it is so easy. I know at first when I had heard about fermenting years ago, I thought, oh my word, what on earth is fermenting? And how do you do that? And I was scared because you start thinking about botulism and the whole 9 yards, but you know what? I'm not worried about that at all. I mean, you know what? Common sense when you're fermenting, but really the salt, if you ever see anything on top of it, you can scoop it off, which I have done in the past, and make sure that always, 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 when you're fermenting vegetables or fruit, that you keep a weight so that the fruits and vegetables stay below the brine. That way, no bacteria gets to it. But it is so simple. I highly recommend it. And this book makes it so simple for you. And I love that. I love simple. That's just me. I don't like things that are going to be super complicated because I don't have time for that. I have children. I have a home to run. I don't have a lot of time. My ferments, when I made the ginger carrots, I decided to cut corners and stick it in the food processor and grate it up that way with the ginger, and it took literally 5 minutes from start to finish, and I had ginger carrots fermenting on my counter. And the same with the onions. Chop them up in the food processor or the mandolin or whatever. It takes minutes. These things really do not take a lot of time. So, and that's another nice thing. It doesn't take long to ferment. Depending on how hot your house gets, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, depending on how sour you like it, you taste it and you see what you think. Usually my ferments will go 4 or 5 days and I'm good. Sauerkraut maybe a little bit longer because I like it sour, but it's all up to you. And when I would make kefir, it was like 24 hours. And I would just put an entire gallon of raw milk on the counter with a culture and let it go. And boy, I'm telling you what, the most delicious kefir ever. And we would have that for breakfast. So I'm looking forward to the days of having a cow where we can do that again. But anyway, for those that have never done it, this is such a good book. And you might be able to even find it used because it's not a new book, but it's definitely a book that's still around and people use all the time. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share another book review with you. This is one I highly recommend, Cultured Food for Life. So simple to read, and it's one that offers you so much, so many recipes, step-by-step instructions, and just makes it really, really easy. But anyway, guys, for those of you that are new, I know there's quite a few of you, we ask that you give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you're enjoying our videos. Ring that bell. You'll be notified when we have another video up. And if you have not subscribed, we ask that you please do so. That's really going to help our channel to grow. And we thank you for helping us get to 2,000 subscribers. We look forward to getting to 3,000 with you. But anyway, guys, I hope that you are all doing well and enjoying, well, I want to say warmer weather. You may not have warmer weather, but I hope you're all doing well, guys. And until next time, God bless you.